What is going on, you guys? Lou back at it again with another video. Now for today's video, we're going to be just mainly talking about the Lakers. Now, I'm going to talk about all these other free agents that signed in all these other places, but the Lakers had a lot of moves that they made, and I just really wanted to discuss it in one full video. I don't know how you guys feel about one-topic videos. I personally enjoy them, but it makes it harder for me to be able to make a lot of videos. So tell me what you guys think about that. But in other news, let's talk about the Lakers, because the Lakers made so many moves yesterday after they signed LeBron James. And I believe that maybe some of these moves were orchestrated already, like they already had them on the back burner. They were just waiting for the confirmation. And once the contract was signed, it was a wrap. So LeBron James signed a 4-year, $154 million contract. Basically, this is the career contract. I think for the most part, not everyone knew, but a lot of people were thinking in their head, like, LeBron is eventually going to hit that point where he needs to have a full contract. He needs to have a contract for the rest of his career type of deal, all right? He needs to have that money secured, and that's what he did. So he's obviously saying that, yeah, for the rest of my prime years, for the rest of my good years of basketball, I'm going to be on the Lakers. And that's not bad. I mean, the one thing I always wanted to say when I made this video now is LeVar Ball was the first person I heard say it. Shout out to LeVar Ball. He said it, all right? And that was something that I really wanted to say. But the Lakers in general, I want to know what else they're going to do after this, because they made some moves that made me think that they're not going to make other moves, all right? And let me explain what I mean by that, all right? So obviously all these rumors were coming out that, hey, they didn't get Paul George, which they didn't because Paul George signed to OKC, which I really like that move. But if they didn't get him, they were going to make a plan B to go and acquire DeMarcus Cousins. But that's looking very unlikely after signing JaVale McGee. And supposedly there's rumors coming out that they're going to keep Brook Lopez. So obviously they're not going to have the money to give DeMarcus Cousins. So now their next move is to trade for Kawhi Leonard if they still want to have a championship running type of team. But that's looking kind of unlikely at this point because the pieces are not there. You're not going to give up Kuzma, right? That's already said and done. You might give up Brandon Ingram, but that's not going to be enough, so you got to add more to the pot. And personally, you don't want to give up Julius Randle. So everything that you got right now is looking like you either can't trade it or it's not tradable right now to a team. You're going to be a team that has a better offer. So I'm wondering really what's going to be the move with Kawhi Leonard. Either way, Kawhi Leonard is going to want to go to LA once he is a free agent. So maybe this 1 year, LeBron's not going to be that competitive. Their team is going to be good, but they're not going to be competitive enough to be able to make it to that level. So we'll have to see, because moves could still be made. They did make a couple moves. Now they got Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, and they re-signed Caldwell Pope. Let's discuss those moves, because those moves were actually very good moves for them. Caldwell Pope, keeping him was nice. All right, he's a really good player, $12 million. That's not that bad. And then you got Lance Stevenson for what, $4 million, $3 million? That's not bad either. It's a good storyline for this whole team because LeBron James and Lance Stevenson had this little feud going on. It's good for the NBA. I like this move, all right? And then JaVale McGee. I personally don't like the way he did this, because he just went and just jumped from Golden State to Lakers, you know, and it's not a good look, honestly, as a player. In today's day and age, guys just don't care as much as they used to, and he did that, so whatever. But the move is not really that great, all right? But from a player standpoint for this team, it's good talent to have, so we'll see how that works for them. I really wanted to talk about LeBron James. So with LeBron James' big move to LA, a lot of people are giving him a lot of pass for this move. And the reason I don't want to give him as much pass is because they're saying, oh, he owes nothing to the city. He gave him a ring. He made his promise. He did so much. He didn't have to even do all of that, this and that. But at the end of the day, as fans, I don't know about y'all, I love loyalty. Loyalty is something that keeps me happy. And when I come to the Celtics, there's players on this team that they would have stayed their whole career unless they were traded. Paul Pierce would have been a Celtic for life, all right? And Larry Bird, all these people, even now Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, even Michael Jordan, even though he did go to the Wizards for a little bit. All these players are looked at so highly because of the fact that they showed the loyalty and they've been through it with their team. When things got rough for LeBron for even just a little bit, he was gone. And I just don't like that. Loyalty means more to me than anything. So when he stays on a team that starts to struggle and he stays and he goes through that struggle with that team, that's something that I could appreciate more. I get it. He wants to go ahead and go for rings, but that's not something that I like to see, because he's just now not being competitive enough to be like, you know what, let me stay on this team and go through the ride and see what we could do. He's trying to chase something that he doesn't have to chase at all. His greatness is already coming out. LeBron James, I'm never going to argue the skills that he has there and the talents. But what I am going to argue is the moves that he makes. Moves cannot be justified because of the fact that he doesn't owe nothing to a city. He did what he had to do. No. Stay on the team. Show what you got there. Don't hit me with the, oh man, I did 11 years here. No, finish your career there. That's what I like to see, all right? And I hope for a lot of players coming out now that they do that, because at this point in time, guys are proving that it's a different time, all right? Guys are just not going to stay on teams as much as they used to. It just seems like something that's not appreciated as much as it was before, all right? Tim Duncan staying on the Spurs for his whole career was amazing. I just believe as an NBA fan, watching a player as great as LeBron be on a team, especially the team that he was drafted by, the team that he was around for his whole career, being on that team for the rest of your career would have been amazing. And at this point, and I don't want to say it like this, but at this point, to me, it seems like, hey, I'm not going to be the first best player ever, but I might be the greatest Laker ever. All right, the Lakers have such a great amount of players that have played on that team, legends, Hall of Famers, all of that on that one team, that now when he goes on it, there's an argument. Who's the best Laker ever? Is it LeBron? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what LeBron is trying to gain from being on the Lakers. You know, I guess him and Magic had a really good meeting, and they really came to terms of things that they really liked with each other, and ultimately he signed a 4-year contract. So I think as an NBA fan, I'm not mad, all right? I'm not too mad. I'm excited to see what it turns out to, because at the end of the day, I'm never going to say LeBron James is not an entertaining player to watch. So when I watch these games, him as a Laker, I'm going to be, you know, it's going to be fun to watch. But in general, the move is not appreciated. I don't care for the move too much. And now that it's over, now that we're going to get into the NBA season in a couple months, I'm going to be ready to watch. All right? I'm going to be ready to see what he does. And he understands where it's at, because now he's on the Lakers, which is a huge organization. So the pressure is going to be on more than ever. And I'm ready to see. I really am. I'm ready to see. And I want to see what else happens with this team, because granted, I don't like the move, but I do enjoy watching new things like this happen and seeing things unfold. A big piece to look out for, actually 2 big pieces to look out for, is Luol Deng. He has an $18 million contract. He needs to go. So that's another thing. And then Isaiah Thomas, what is going to happen over there? So these are a lot of things to look out.
To look out for is Chris Bosh. There's supposedly reports that Chris Bosh would like to team up with LeBron James. Now, the other thing I also wanted to mention is the fact that LeBron going to the West completely unevened everything between the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference. So I wouldn't be surprised if a big player was to sign with the East next season, and even this season if moves are made, because the East is definitely very vulnerable right now. Not that there's not good teams out there, but the fact of the matter is the West is stacked.
So tell me what you guys think down below in the comments, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. I'm out.